My name is Annalise Christine. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you've seen one of my videos before. I am so sorry about the lighting. It is December 31st. I wanted to get some of these videos filmed so that we can start 2026 off fresh. So today we're gonna do my makeup empties. Every time I finish up 5 products, whether that's beauty or makeup, I share them throughout the year. So you have seen these if you've been watching those empties. However, we're gonna go over and see how much of each product I use up, which I always find fascinating how much I can use up in a year. And it definitely depends on like what I start the year with. And then I got a little bit better this year of decluttering products instead of having to finish them. I do feel like you're gonna be able to see that influence in these empties. So we're gonna go over the 32 makeup and nail polish products that I used up in 2025. We did move in here, so I might have lost some, but we're gonna go over the ones that were in this bag. So there were 32. There were 4 nail polishes. The first one is Essie's Watermelon. I absolutely loved the shade. Then Wet n Wild Candylicious, Nina Call the Coppers, and lastly, Sally Girl Glitter. The next category is Face Mist, and I finished up 1, and it was the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. I don't use makeup mists very often. If you have one that's really great, you can let me know, but I just don't feel like they do much. The next category is face bases, and I finished up 3. I finished the Aborian CC Correct, Red Correct. I absolutely love this. I have more of them. Love them. I finished the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Fair because I was trying to find an It Cosmetics dupe, but I've been using It Cosmetics and absolutely love it. But this is the e.l.f. And then I also finished the e.l.f. Sun Touchable Whoa Glow Sunscreen. So it gave your skin a little bit of glow and sunscreen. I absolutely love this one. If I cut it open, that typically means I really enjoy it. And in this case, it was getting the end of summer, and so I didn't want something specifically sunscreen for the winter time. I just have my makeup that has sunscreen in it for the winter because I'm not in the sun as much, and the sun is not as intense, obviously, in the winter as the sun is shining in my eyeballs. I finished up 2 face powders. I finished up the Revlon Color Stay in Translucent and the Fit Me powder in Translucent. Because my skin changes shades from the winter to the summer so drastically, I typically do get translucent powders. I finished up 1 bronzer, and this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I finished up 3 blushes. The first one is more of a declutter, but it is the Cream Blush Sally Hansen in Ginger. I've had this for a while. It's also really dark and like it's hard to blend in now, I think because it is old. And then I finished up 2 baked e.l.f. blushes in Passion Pink and Peachy Keen. I loved both of these. I think I liked Passion Pink a little bit better, just fit my complexion better, but they add the perfect glow to your skin with adding color. I absolutely love this. I didn't have to use highlighter when I was using these, which is why I didn't use up a highlighter. These did the job, and it was just 1 swipe, and I absolutely loved it. I finished up 2 eyebrow products. One wasn't meant for an eyebrow product, but my mom gave it to me. She's a lot darker than me, and I used it, and it was just what I shouldn't have used because it's just a brown pencil. And that's way too dark for my eyebrows. My eyebrows are legitimately non-existent, and so I have to color them with something, but this was just way too dark, but I did work on it and use it up. And then the other one was this brow stamp, which you just take the products in here, you take the stamp and kind of dab it on there, and there's a tool that you use with this. And with this one, I really liked at the start of it, the formula was great, but it easily dried out. And I did end up being able to use my brush to get the rest of the product down there, but it just wouldn't get on the sponge anymore. These are the 2 brow products I finished up. Me and mascara have a very interesting relationship because I feel like my mascaras last forever. And I don't know why that is. I wear mascara every day, but I finished up 3, and I feel like I should have finished up more. But the first one was this Lancome waterproof one. I used it as we went camping and we went on a cruise, and I liked it. It just dried out. I am using a different waterproof mascara that I like a little bit better. Waterproof is just not my favorite because it is harder to get off, and that is true for that one and the one that I currently have. The one that I absolutely love but won't be purchasing right now is the Lancome Lash Idly. I was so sad when this finished. It gave my lashes such length. I just loved it. I got it as a gift a few years ago and just used it this year, and oh, I loved it. The next one is the L'Oreal Voluminous. I didn't notice it gave me that much volume. I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of this mascara. It worked great in conjunction with this one though, to give it a little bit more volume because this is such a separating, lengthening mascara. but on its own, I definitely didn't like it. I finished up one eyeliner, and if you've been watching my project pan, you would have seen this. This is the Clinique Pretty Eyes black eyeliner. I finished up one cream eyeshadow, and this is a little bit of a declutter, but I did work through most of it. It is the e.l.f. cream eyeshadow stick in Feeling Lucky. There is just this much left. However, it's just too dark. I don't want to have to make my makeup work. I just want it to work. 3 eyeshadows are leaving this year. The first one is one that I was doing my makeup inventory, which will be starting on Saturday. But this is the CoverGirl in Champagne. And I was like, why am I keeping this? Look how little this product has left. And I really did like it, so I think that's why, is I didn't want to use up the last little bit. Speaking of my makeup inventory, I'm also just decluttering, getting rid of this Ulta Smoky Quad. The colors are just too dark for me. The eyeshadow that I actually worked on all year, if you watch my Pan That palette, was the Reveal 2 Coastal Scents palette. And again, I didn't completely finish this. However, I have worked on it, I've given it a year, and so I am calling it. This is a very different mentality than I've had in years past if you've watched other videos of mine, but I'm just ready to have things that work for me and not feel so attached and don't feel like I have to use every single little bit because I bought it. This is where we ended the year, and this is where we are saying goodbye to the palette. I finished a surprising amount of lip products. I think I'm just gonna pull and see which one we talk about first. The first one we're gonna talk about was in my lip product project pan. It's the 907C Wet n Wild Mauve Out of Here. And this is what it looks like. I have quite a bit of it left, so it's definitely more of a declutter, but I worked on this for a solid month, and every single time I put it on my lips, I felt like I looked like a clown. So that had to go. The next 2 are lip balms, and I'm getting rid of them for similar-ish reasons. The first one is the Sephora Moisturizing Lip Balm, and in coconut, which I'm not a huge fan of. I did really enjoy this formula, and I used it for a little while, and then the packaging just kind of lost its mind. I just am not dealing with all of that and calling it done. It wasn't in a super hot place. It just really struggled. The next one is the Super Crayon Lip Balm, and I had the opposite experience with this. This one, I liked the scent because I had like a cranberry scent, but the texture was just like thick and cakey. I did not like it. So again, we are getting rid of this. I don't even know why it looks like that right now, but it is going. The next one is a combination of a lip cheek stain, but it was in my lip product project pan, so I decided to use it here. This is the LAQA Cheeky Lip in Cray Cray. If you watched that project, you would have seen me use this up. It was an orange shade, so I definitely did not like this on my lips, but on my cheeks, mixed with the ginger blush, I really liked because that one was too dark, this one was too orange, and it just created a really beautiful color. Both of them were a little bit hard to kind of rub in, but I was able to finish this one. The next one is a lipstick that I did finish, and it's the e.l.f. Moisturizing Lipstick in Cheeky. So it just looks like this. This again was not my favorite color, but I was able to finish it, which I am so excited about, to be honest, because that lipstick was one of the reasons that my mindset definitely changed this year, because I wanted to use products I love, not because I bought them. 3 more products to talk about. The first one is the Blistex Moisture Melt. I really like this. I really liked the packaging. I just wished it had a little bit of color. The next one is also a chapstick, and it's in Mango Sunrise. This one had a little bit of color, just the tiniest bit, so I really enjoyed that, and it smelled really good. The last thing is a lip gloss, and it is the CoverGirl Unwind. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you will know that I've had these for such a long time. My makeup inventory will share how many I have left, because I still do have some of these left, but we made some progress and finished up one. So as I said, those are the 32 makeup and nail products that I finished in 2025. Again, we did move, so I'm a little bit hesitant to say that's all the makeup I used up in 2025, because I'm sure I'm missing some, but that is a good chunk. But while that is a lot, if you look at like how much makeup that I still own, it's gonna take me so long to work through. So let's get 2026 started and continue to work through some makeup. Bye.